Hello my friends, today's movie is about action, comedy, romantic and beauty with a very nice girl, but she is a devil. Yes, as you heard, she is a devil and she is the daughter of the king of demons and her father is the king. And he is annoyed because the level of evil in a specific city is lower than the rest of the cities and there is a lot of good in it, and he is also annoyed by his daughter Lilith because she always wants to go out and work and he doesn't allow her and doesn't give her freedom at all, and she wants to go out and live her freedom because she has magical power and she can seduce people, and she starts tricking her father and showing him that she is a smart devil and has wonderful abilities, and she changes her dress suddenly, but her father still insists and she gets angry a lot of his words and ignites a fire and asks him to allow her to go down to the ground only 1 year and see how she will corrupt the people, and her father agrees, but with condition that she goes down to the ground for 1 week only and that he chooses the people who will live with them. Then her father takes her to them and tells her that it's forbidden to love anyone because she is a devil, and gives her a black ball and warns her that if her feeling change, the color of the ball will change to red, and tell her that the family that you are going to them is very kind and you are supposed to spoil their daughter, whose name is Greta. And indeed, she arrives home and sees the mother, who embraces her in a strange way, and she gets to know Greta too, and they all enter the house and sit down to eat together and start talking to each other, and Lilith feels disgusted by the kindness of this family. And after they finish breakfast, Lilith helps Greta, takes the dishes from her and throws them on the ground because she wants Greta to get angry. But Greta, who is cute and kind, doesn't do anything. On the contrary, she tells her family that she is the one who broke the dishes, and they don't tell her anything and tell her no problem. And then Greta and Lilith go to their room and Lilith asks her, "Did you try to smoke or make friends with guys?" And Greta is shocked, especially when Lilith asks her about relationships and tells her she didn't have any relationships or do ice cream dream with a guy. And Lilith starts laughing at her and opens Greta's clothes and sees pictures of a guy in it, and we know that Greta likes this guy, and Lilith looks with an evil look and starts trying to think how she wants to spoil Greta. And the second day, the girls get on the school bus and we get to know their friends Rita and Melody, who keep making fun of Greta and her dress. And we get to know the son of the headmaster named Eddie. He makes fun of Greta and puts a gum on her hair, and Greta, the kind and tender, doesn't say anything at all. But when Eddie makes fun of Lilith, here is the surprise. Lilith knows how to reply to him and holds a lighter and burns his hair, and they all get off the bus, but Sam doesn't want to get down. And when the manager calls the police, Sam gets down in an acrobatic way. And then we see them in the courtyard, and Lilith sees the guy who saw pictures of him in Greta's clothes, and Lilith asks Greta about him, and Greta tells her that his name is Carlo and that all the girls in the school love him. And here Lilith starts her evil plan and gives money to Carlo and asks him to date Greta for 3 days, and then he leaves Greta and breaks her heart, and Carlo does as Lilith asked him to do and talks to Greta. And then we see Lilith and Sam together talking and laughing. Then we see Eddie, the son of the headmaster, comes to them with his friends and says that Sam took his watch, and when they try to talk to them or reply to them, they attack them to hit Sam, but Sam jumps off the fence and Lilith laughs at them all. And when Eddie tries to take revenge on Lilith, here is the surprise. Lilith hits him and makes him run away, and we see Sam and Lilith became close to each other and they have mutual admiration and they are eating together and having fun. And then he takes her to church to show her a very nice view, nature, trees and sea, and Lilith is very happy. And here Sam tries to kiss her and she hits him and runs away immediately to the house, and she is afraid and doesn't know what she feels, and the ball becomes red and Lilith talks to Greta for what happened with Sam. And Greta tells her that Carlo also asked her to go out with him on a date. And Greta is very happy. And here it's Lilith's turn to carry out her plan and makes Greta wear a very attractive red dress. But Greta tells her that her parents will not allow her to go out like this. And Lilith makes her jump out of the window. And here they see Sam, and he is coming to apologize to Lilith for what happened between them. And Sam talks to Lilith, and Lilith is annoyed with him a lot. But Sam starts flirting with her and telling her, "You are very beautiful when you are mad, and your eyes charmed me." And Lilith leaves him and goes down to the house and sees the pole with her all became red. And the second day in the morning, Greta and Lilith go out together to school and see their classmates, Rita and Melody, and they look down on them and makes fun of Greta's clothes. And then Eddie tries to burn Lilith's hair like she did to him, but he is shocked when she is not affected with fire and hit him. And then they enter the school, and Lilith makes Greta take off her jacket to take a picture of her, and Greta is very shy, but Lilith insists, and Greta really takes off her jacket. And Carlo passes by and sees her and starts flirting with her and telling her what is the beauty, and Greta is happy because she caught his attention. And Lilith takes picture of her, and then she sees Sam and asks her to go out with him on a date, but she refuses. Then she goes to Melody and Rita, and she will fix Greta's pictures on Photoshop and tells them that Greta's dress is the fashion, and show them the pictures and tells them that Greta will participate in a fashion show next week, and there is only one seat left to watch the show, and the girls are fighting for this seat, and the devil Lilith is happy because she made them fight. Then we see her walking with Sam, and they went to the beach, and she gets a message from her father. The devil is checking on her, and Lilith gets upset and starts complaining about her father to Sam, that her father prevents her from living her life and freedom, and that she is afraid that he will lock her in the tower. But Sam tells her that if your father imprisons you, I will know how can I free you. Don't be afraid. And he tries to kiss her again and also tries to prevent him. But this time she is very weak, and she likes to try this feeling because she sees all the people around her loving each other and feels that she is going crazy, and she loves Sam. And she comes home annoyed and tells Greta what happened to her, and Greta sees the pole with her and asks her about it, and Lilith tells her that it was supposed to stay black, and this way she will have to go back with her father to her old house. And Greta tells her that she will try to help her. And then we see Greta with Carlo in their school, and Carlo is trying to kiss her, but Lilith prevents him at the last moment and tells him that the agreement is over, and Carlo gets annoyed with her a lot and tells her, "I love Greta very much." But the shock is that Carlo tells Greta about their agreement, and Greta is shocked a lot and starts crying, and Lilith decides to change her life completely and sees Sam on the beach, and he tells her that he will still love her, but she tells him that the period she lived with him was the worst period in her life, and she leaves him and goes to Greta, who is very upset with her. And Lilith tells her that she left Sam and that the pole became all red, and she starts crying, and that everything has been destroyed, and that her father the king will come to bring her back to her old house because she is a failure. And indeed, the time of the concert is at school, and the devil king comes to see the achievements of the devil's daughter, and we see Lilith asked two of her friends to put powder on the musicians' clothes to disturb them. And when the party started, Lilith showed a lot of embarrassing picture of the manager, and the manager gets very annoyed. And when the musicians starts, we see them not able to play because of the powder, and they get an abnormal age and ruin the concert. And now is the time of the singing, and Greta will be a participate, but her father doesn't like her dress, and he he goes out to fight with the manager, and the party is ruined at all. And Lilith's father is very happy with his daughter's achievements, but he asks her to see the pole. And here Lilith knows that everything is over, and she shows him the pole. But the shock is when it is all black, and he decides to keep her at Greta's house, and they are happy. And Greta tells Lilith that she colored the pole black in order to get rid of her father's control over her. And then Greta runs to Carlo and kisses him, and we see Lilith looking for Sam to make up with him, and she sees him traveling, and she runs to him and apologizes to him a lot and hugs him and kisses him, and they get back to each other. Lilith's story ends a very happy ending after she came back to her lover and got rid of her father's control, and also stayed in the city with Greta. And also Greta had a concert and succeeded in it and lived a happy life with Carlo. And also we see that each one returned to her lover, and this is how the movie ends. Share your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to receive everything new. Goodbye my friends.